5 facts about the pyramids. What does the word pyramid mean? The word pyramid actually comes from the Greek word pyramis, which means wheat cake. The word pyramis was used to describe the buildings because they reminded the Greeks of pointy wheat cakes. The ancient Egyptian word for the pyramids was mir. Not all pyramids are the same. As with many building types, there are also different phases of pyramid construction. The earliest pyramids are not the pointed structures we think of most often. Many examples can be found in the huge Saqqara tomb in the ancient Egyptian capital Memphis. The pyramids here are the oldest known pyramids. This pyramid was built between 2630 BC and 2611 BC during the 3rd dynasty and designed by the architect Imhotep. It is considered one of the oldest monuments in the world made of carved masonry and is in fact not pointed. Instead, it is a step pyramid in which Imhotep had piled mastabas, Egyptian tombs, of diminishing size on top of each other. This typology is found in many cultures, from the Borobudur Temple in Indonesia to the El Castillo Pyramid, built by the Maya in Chichen Itza. We're still figuring out how they were built. One of the greatest secrets of the Egyptian pyramids is the construction techniques with which they were built. The incredible achievement of the Egyptians is all the more impressive as more than 2 million blocks of limestone and granite were used to build the Great Pyramid of Giza. Each masonry weighed about 2.5 tons. How were these giant blocks moved? Unfortunately, the Egyptians did not leave any written records, and over the years, many theories have been developed. It is said that the researchers experimented by pulling large amounts of weight onto a sled over sand and found that the work was much easier if they added the right amount of water. The moisture content of the sand significantly reduced friction by up to 50s, making it much easier to transport large amounts of weight. The Egyptians used astronomy to direct the construction. According to a British Egyptologist, the stars were an important guide for the alignment of the pyramids. Kate Spence from the University of Cambridge published a study showing how the big chariot and the small chariot were used to build the pyramids in a lane north-south. Their measurements were so accurate that they only had an error tolerance of up to 0.5 degrees. Interestingly, this information makes it possible to determine the pyramids using astronomical data. The Great Pyramid can show the time. The Pyramid of Giza is not only the most famous of the Egyptian pyramids, but also the only one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world that still exists. The Great Pyramid is impressive for many reasons, but one of the most interesting features of this famous monument is that it can also display the time. The structure actually acts as a giant sundial, since it is the Great Pyramid, of course it cannot be any old sundial. Due to its refinement, it could not only display the time, but also signal the solstice and the equinox, helping the Egyptians to define the solar year. If you liked the video, leave a like and a subscription. Goodbye.